I'm not a bad influence. I'm just weird, okay? What is up, you beautiful person? It is so good to have you here with me today. Let's cause a ruckus. Hopefully we're getting close to the end of this game or something really cool happening, because the last couple episodes have been kind of dull. And it specifically said horror, so I want to be terrified. So let's get in there. Here we go. I really, really hate that girl. Okay. Oh, hello. Susie. Hey, Lynne, guess what Aki brought me? Bought me? I can't talk. I don't like this girl. I don't know. What did Aki buy you? Well... Susie smiles smugly, her head resting on her hand, her elbow resting on the desk. That just shook everything. I'm really sorry. Her legs are crossed, but she keeps uncrossing and recrossing them and adjusting the hem of her skirt. Susie's kind of like that. She's one of those girls who's lucky enough to be considered kind of pretty despite all her freckles, and she likes flaunting it. Her face is nice, I guess, but I think her thighs are the prettiest part of her body. Me, myself, I've always kind of been a little self-conscious of my freckles. I mean, I know some people think they're cute, but maybe I'm just a weirdo. Her thighs are slender, milky and white, and she wears her school skirts a little too short so she can show them off, even in the winter. I'm kind of jealous. Susie's cute enough as it is. Even her name is cute, though her full name, Susanna, is a little stuffy. You know, I don't think I've ever known a Susanna in all my life. She doesn't need to make herself cuter. Being her friend is kind of bad for my self-esteem. She's had way more boyfriends than I have. It's not fair. God damn it, Susanna! Not that it's hard to have more boyfriends than me. I haven't had any. That's not much of a competition, is it? Like I could ever compete with Susie. He bought me a maid uniform. A real maid uniform. Okay, Susie. We're in like high school. Can you turn the kink down a little bit? Off. Oh, really? That's cool, I guess. I try to sound enthusiastic. It's hard work. I've had to listen to Susie talking at me, more like, about her dreamy Japanese boyfriend for the last month and a half. Aki. Alright, Aki, we're gonna have to stop you right here, okay? I have seen zero hentai, and I know exactly where this is going. Hentai. I'm about to see a hentai. Am I even pronouncing that right? She met him online when she was doing a live stream. Oh, shit, she's a live streamer. Psh, sorry I judged you. He contacted her and said he could compose music. He knew a little bit about idol culture, and if she was really serious about being a performer, then he could be her manager. Now he's dating her. Sketchy, sketchy, sketchy. Well, dating in the loosest possible way since he lives in Japan and we live in Richmond. Is it cool, right? I'm going to wear it on one of my live streams. What did she live stream? Did I miss that part? Neat. Whatever. Yeah, I picked the outfit out myself. It's kind of expensive, but I mean, Aki has money, so... Susie smiles and shrugs her shoulders. Cold. What? Is that even a word? Time out. In an outwardly shy or modest way intended to be alluring. How do you pronounce that?
Coily.
Coily. Alright. That's an interesting word. You learn something new every day. Alright. Susie smiles and shrugs her shoulders coyly. Having a rich boyfriend must be nice. It must be nice having any boyfriend, full stop. Though I guess Aki's more of a man than a boy, and he lives so far away, he and Susie have no hopes of ever kissing and cuddling. Well, all the boys in our year group are stupid. The boys in our forum are especially brain dead. Bradley Hurd tried to give himself a tattoo with his protractor and a blue barrel pen and mass. He managed to give himself a makeshift tattoo, a lopsided wonky one, but he also gave himself blood poisoning. Alright, story time. So, when I was in middle school in science class, this one kid was crushing up Smarties and snorting him, and I really wondered where he's at today. Like, did he make it? I hope he's doing okay. But he also gave himself blood poisoning. Craig Bentley's always making lecherous comments and trying to peer up girls' skirts when they walk up the stairs. I don't like them. I don't like them at all. In fact, I hate them. Girls my age are meant to be interested in relationships, I think. That's what all the teen books and movies say. I'm not, though. Maybe there's something wrong with me. That's what Jas says. She had a lot of boyfriends when she was my age, too, but I don't think she ever really liked them. Sometimes I've tried to imagine it. But letting a boy like Bradley or Craig touch me with their dirty, smudgy fingers makes me feel sick. If I had a boyfriend, I think I'd rather have a boyfriend like Aki, who lives so far away I'd never have to worry about him peering up my skirt or trying to grope me. Not like anybody would want to. Aw, poor Lynne. Aki's so generous! Damn it, Susie, we're sad! Leave us alone! Susie's still stuck in La La Land. She's mooning over her boyfriend like he's the second coming of Christ. I can ask him to buy me anything, you know, literally anything. He just jumps at the chance like it's some huge honor. Asian guys are always so eager to please. You know what, Susie? Psh, I bet you're not even Aki's only girl. Oh, what about them apples? And now we're both sad. I think it sounds weird. Oh, Lynne. Susie tuts. She looks sympathetic. You'll understand when you start dating. Stupid boys like Bradley and Craig are rude and mean and make gross comments, but real men know how to treat their girlfriends right. Why is that? Because they know they're lucky to have us. I mean, look at it this way. I'm a cute young girl. I'm in the prime of my youth. He, meanwhile, is in his 30s. Alright, this keeps getting weirder. Well, he says he's in his 20s, but I don't believe it. I've seen the photos. He's old and he's not really super attractive. I think he's cute, but there are way better guys out there. Why should I be interested in him? Boom, the money. Because you like each other. Nope, boom, the money. I guess, but that's not it. Hold on. Okay, hold on. I'd like to preface this with saying, do not date someone just for the money. You should like them. Love is worth more than money. I'm not a bad influence. I'm just weird, okay? It isn't? Of course not. Don't be daft. It's about give and take. He wants a cute young girlfriend, and I want somebody who will spoil me and buy me nice things. Everybody wins. Also, what is this pose? This looks horribly uncomfortable. Alright, back to it. But what do your parents think about Aki? What they don't know doesn't have to hurt them. Aren't they suspicious about all the packages he keeps sending you? You worry too much, Lynne. Ah, now Susie's stressing me out too. I had enough of a problem with Jas. Susie looks at me pityingly. She always looks at me like that, like I'm slow in the head. So what if she's had a couple of boyfriends? That doesn't make her more mature than I am. But judging by the way she talks, you'd think she was far older. You should live a little. That's why you've never had a boyfriend yourself. I don't think I want one. You will. Give it time. Okay, now she's stressing me out some more, Susie. I'm gonna have to ask you to stop. Like, it's a foregone conclusion. Susie starts peering at her fingernails. She turns them this way and that, examining them beneath the lights of the classroom. Her fingernails are perfect, just like the rest of her. They're manicured, painted with nude gloss. She never, ever bites them. Who has the time to worry about their appearance that much? Susie, I guess. Susie's been doing live streams from her bedroom for a couple of years now in her attempts to become a Japanese idol. So I guess she's singing? Is that what I'm getting out of this? An English angel with white skin and blue eyes. It seems to be working out for her. I think she's actually pretty popular. Not that I watch her streams. It'd be kind of... Damn it, we're gonna have to do this again, aren't we? Hold on. Relating to or denoting sexual pleasure gained from watching others when they are naked or engaged in sexual activity. Okay, how do we pronounce that, Google?
Voyeuristic.
Voyeuristic. Thanks, Google. Back to it. I guess it would be kind of voyeuristic, I think. And anyway, who wants to watch their best friend since kindergarten wearing cat ears or a kimono? I guess she has a new costume in her repertoire now, a courtesy of her boyfriend/manager. Good for Susie, at least she's happy. She looks happy anyway, and isn't that basically the same thing? Dad and Jas are arguing again. Okay, alright, enough with the stress here. We're at 25%, okay? Try to stay calm. I don't think it's Jas's fault. She probably didn't want to argue, least of all with Dad. Jas used to bully me a lot when we were little, but I don't think she's a nasty person, not really. Even if she is, she certainly wouldn't try to pick a fight with our dad. Dad's a lot bigger than both of us, and he's scary too. He'd be scary even if he didn't have such a quick temper. Dad's shoulders are broad, and his hands are very large. They're scarred from years of manual labor. He works in construction, has done ever since I can remember. It's kind of good Dad works in construction. Usually he's too tired and dusty to do anything other than sigh and grunt and lie on the sofa watching the TV when he comes home from work. But that's just most of the time. Alright, I'm having some heavy rain flashbacks here, guys. I don't know about you. It's a really good game if you haven't played it, though. I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'm getting some vibes. Not all the time. Sometimes he comes home in really foul moods, his hands cracked and muddy, the palms bleeding, and then he starts shouting. He never starts shouting right away, though. He's always quiet at first, like a volcano before it erupts. That makes it even scarier. Dad isn't a bad person. He doesn't mean to lose his temper. I don't think he wants to shout at Mum, or insult Jas, or make me cry. He does it because he's stuck in an exhausting job he doesn't like, but he never went to college, so he can't get anything better. According to Dad, the jobs market in... Redo. According to Dad, the jobs market in the shitter right now, his words, not mine, and there's no way he can even hope of getting anything halfway decent. That's why he keeps telling me I should study. I have to do well. I have to succeed. Are we about to stress ourselves out? Oh, we're fine? I have to make him proud. I think what he really means is don't end up like me. That's why he got so angry at Jas when she broke the news about her pregnancy. Maybe he thought it was some kind of failure on his part. Or maybe he thought he'd done everything he could for us and Jas was throwing his efforts back in his face. He's argued with Jas on an almost daily basis since then. Jas isn't meek like me, and she doesn't get scared easily, so she always argues back. Dad started to have a go at Jas as soon as he got home today, and then she tried to defend herself, and things got worse from there. I'm actually kind of meek. If people yell at me, I will probably cry. That's something you can't unhear about me. Mum asked Dad to stop, but he just shoved her away. Stay out of this, Marigold. It has nothing to do with you. Are we in the 40s now? Marigold. Mum tried to say it did have something to do with her because Jas is her daughter, and then Dad gave her this look and Mum hid herself away in the kitchen. Dad and Jas are still arguing even now. I can hear them downstairs, their voices echoing through the house. So you just sat at home and did nothing again? You're wasting your life. Well, what do you expect me to do? I'm 6 months pregnant. I don't want to risk hurting the baby. The baby, it's always the fucking baby. You should have thought about that before you gave yourself to the first man that asked. Whoa, Dad, it wasn't the first. He's had many boyfriends. You don't know that. Shouldn't assume. I already told you, it was a party, I was drunk. And that makes it all better, does it? I wasn't saying that, I don't want to hear it. I didn't raise my only daughter to be a slut. I'm really confused right now. So, is this like a stepsister kind of situation, and the dad had Jas, and then the mom had Lynne, and then they got together? Like, I feel like I'm missing something, and we're about to get it. There's the stress. I wish the walls in this house weren't so thin. I can hear them yelling even though I'm in the upstairs bathroom. I think the neighbors can hear too. We've had noise complaints more than once. The arguing got so bad at one point, Jas moved out to live with one of her friends for 3 weeks. Mum cried and thought she'd never come back, but she did. Dad cried too. He hugged Jas and called her his baby girl and said he was sorry. He was so sorry. He said he'd never shout at her like that again. He was wrong. I stare at the ceiling. The beige paint is peeling and mold is sprouting in the corners. The water, now lukewarm, pools around my body. Aha! We're in the bathtub! Boom! I figured it out. Oh, what did I do? Oh, I went back. The tap is faulty and it drips over and over again into the already overfull bathtub. It's not loud enough. Not loud enough to drown out the noise. There's always so much noise. I sink back in the tub, submerging myself completely. I want to hide from it all. Everything. Okay, I don't like this music. Can we stop? There are rolls of fat on my tummy, and my legs need shaving. They're nicked here and there with small scars from my last attempt. I have PE tomorrow. It's my least favorite lesson. I can't stand it. I don't like getting changed in front of my classmates. I always worry compared to everyone else that my body looks all wrong. Isn't that everyone? Am I right, boys and girls? I close my eyes. The water flows about my head. It worms its way inside my ears. It's harder to hear Dad and Jess like this. The sound is distorted, like it's happening on an alien planet millions of light years away. I think I'd prefer that. I'd like to live in space if it meant I could be all alone. No Dad, no Mom, no Jess, no Susie, no Lynne with an E either. I wonder what Lynne's house is like. I bet it isn't like this. Ooh, announcer. And next we have number 86. Miss Harper, will you please step onto the stage? I want to obey the disembodied voice, but I can't. Are we dreaming? This seems like an awfully quick change of, what's the word? Change of scenery? My legs are trembling like a baby deer's. My heart is pounding. I can hear them all, the crowd. They're cheering. It's so loud it hurts. They're getting more and more excited. The previous act is ushered off the stage. The red X that marks the spot is free. Waiting. I feel sick. Why did I sign up for this? I don't think I did sign up for it. It must have been Susie. God damn it, Susie. We saw an advert on a TV a while back, and Susie said it was a great opportunity. You wouldn't want to miss out on a shot at stardom, would you? She asked. I would very much so. I don't like performing in front of other people. It makes me feel uncomfortable. I'm not pretty like Susie. I'm not self-confident. I'm not anything, really. Why am I here? I want to turn around and leave, but I've already come this far. I can't back out now. The roar of the crowd is almost deafening. Oh, Miss Harper, will you please step onto the stage? The disembodied voice calls to me again, crackly and distorted. It sounds impatient. The crowd are getting impatient too. So's Susie. She's standing behind me. When did she get there? And she pushes me between my shoulder blades. Her eyes are narrowed. Why is she still like this? Come on, Lynne. We worked hard for this. You can't back out now. I don't know. I'm nervous. You can't be nervous, not after we worked on your choreography. And you have such a cute outfit, too. It'd be a shame not to flaunt it. I'm sorry. I don't know what that was. Please. Please. Cute? I'm not so sure. This outfit would probably look cute on Susie, but it doesn't look cute on me. My skirt is too short. I'm several inches above... Oh, sorry. It's several inches above my knees. I'm stressed out by my skirt now. If I move around too much, I'll be in serious danger of exposing my underwear to the entire nation. What was I thinking? I never think. The longer I stand here in the wings, paralyzed with fear, the harder and harder it gets for me to think, until I start to unthink. What is unthinking? Everything I might have thought is slipping out of my skull, like somebody's drilled a hole in my head. Susie, please, I can't. I can't, Susie. Oh, stop standing like that, Susie. You have to. Aki composed the song especially for you. Aki? I glance over Susie's shoulder. Aki's there because of course he is. He was always there. He came to see me because he composed a song for me, and now I have to dance to it. He's in his 30s, but he doesn't look that old, though. When I squint, I can see small lines beneath his eyes. His teeth are a little yellow, too, and there are blemishes across his skin. I can't imagine Susie dating somebody like this, but he is rich, so... And your mother made your costume. You can't let her down. That's right. I made it just for you, darling. Oh, come on, Mom. You can't stress me out, too. Mom? Don't look so surprised, dear. I wanted to come and cheer you on. That's right. You can do it, Lynne. Go for the goal, Lynne. Go for the goal. I don't know what this is. And Jas. Jas is here, too? Why wouldn't Jas be here? If Aki's here, who I'm sure I've never met before, it makes sense Jas would be here, too. I'm not sure about Dad, but maybe he was so ashamed at the thought of his favorite daughter making a fool out of herself on national television that he couldn't bear to show up. I don't think I blame him. I am still confused about the whole family situation. Oh, Miss Harper, if you are there, will you please come onto the stage? The audience are stamping their feet against the floor. I can hear them. They stamp over and over again. It echoes inside my skull. More stress. My favorite thing. My heart pounds harder and harder. You can do it, Lynne! Don't back down. You're meant to be the smart one. I've always wanted at least one of my children to amount to something. Okay, Mom, can you... Well, that's pretty harsh, Mom. It's pretty harsh. Hey, what about me, Mom? But you worry too much, Lynne. You need to live a little. That's why you've never had a boyfriend. Why are boyfriends the key to living? What if you want a girlfriend? What if you're not into boys or girls? Why is it all about the boyfriend with you guys? I feel like I'm going to be sick, but maybe Susie's right. I do need to live a little. I can't give up before I've tried. Alright. I breathe in deeply, square my shoulders, my stomach's churning, and I think I'm going to be sick, but I try to suppress it. The show must go on. The show will go on, whether I want it to or not. "39% stress. We're gonna make it." The lights on the stage are far too bright. The roar of the crowd is deafening. I feel like I've been tossed off the side of a ship. I'm drowning in sounds and sensations. There are so many colors. I can see the white lights flickering inside my eyelids when I blink. This stage is the only thing that separates me from the crowd. If they wanted it, they could swarm forwards and pull me down at any time. Hurt me. Trample me. Break me. I shiver. This got really dark, really fast. Susie and Aki and Jas and my mother are waiting for me in the wings, just beyond the plush red curtains, but I've never felt so alone. My fingers tremble. My makeup is starting to run. I'm sweating foundation and eyeshadow and mascara like some sort of clown. Tear. A circus freak. Double tear. The crowd goes wild. "So, Miss Harper, will you please introduce yourself? What brings you to Searching for the Stars?" I need to lift my head, stop looking at my feet. I doubt I'm making a good impression. My grip about the microphone spasms. When did I have a microphone? Oh, well, it doesn't matter. We're probably dreaming. I'm Lynne Harper, and I'm 15 years old. I go to Gray's Court Secondary School, and I'm not that good at anything. The audience laughs appreciatively. Oh, you're so funny, Lynne. But my friend Susie made me sign up for this, and she put together a routine for me, so I'm going to sing and dance. All right, do your best. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The music begins to play. It's the song Aki composed for me, but there's something wrong with it. It's muffled and distorted like it's playing from the bottom of the ocean, and goodness, that is creepy. Thousands of beady, unblinking eyes are trained on me. They all want to see me fail. Maybe this is what I deserve. I watch Britain's Got Talent and the X Factor in the living room with Jas sometimes. Whenever they're on, and we always snigger. Oh my god, we're gonna have to Google a third word. Obliged. Obliging. Obligingly. Hey, I spelled it right. In a way that shows willingness to do a service or kindness. Doesn't even have a little make the noise thing. Holy crap, that music is creepy. Whenever they're on, and we always snigger oblingly at the crap acts. The old woman with false teeth who can't sing. The stunt artist who trip and fell over their own feet. The comedians who can't get a single smile, let alone a laugh. Ha 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 ha! It's just a public exercise in meanness, really. It's a way to mock and belittle those who dare to think that they have talent. But I don't think that. I know I don't have any talent. Joke's on them. I'm just Lynne. Plain Lynne. I don't even have an extra E at the end of my name. And speaking of which... Okay. There's a girl in the audience. I recognize her. She's sitting between two dark and shadowy figures without eyes or noses or ears or mouths. In contrast, this girl's features are very sharp. Her eyes are awfully familiar. So is her nose, her mouth, her ears, her hair. She looks just like me, but she isn't me. She can't be me because I'm up here and she is down there. Lynne with an E. This is getting kind of creepy. The music continues. Yeah, I know. I stand there feeling stupider and stupider with every passing second. I sweat makeup, animal fat rolls off my skin and gobbets. 42% stress, 420 baby. The audience are getting restless. They start calling out to me. I can't hear what they're saying. I'm glad too. But I get the general gist. They stamp their shadowy feet. They point with their shadowy fingers. They shout with their shadowy mouths. Get her off the stage! She's not doing anything! I don't know why the crowd is all of a sudden a Lord of the Rings org. What a waste! A waste. I really am a waste. I feel faint. I think I'm going to collapse until a strange, scuttling sensation begins to creep. No, not just creep, caress my body. The touch is almost intimate, but in such an incredibly wrong way it makes the hairs stand up at the back of my neck. What's happening? There are feelers all over my body, or maybe they're not feelers. Could they instead be legs? Yes, legs, that's what they are. Hundreds upon hundreds of tiny insectile legs. They trail down the small of my back. They probe the dark crevices of my belly button. They squirm against the insides of my thighs. They're everywhere, all of them. Horrible, horrible monsters. My body is crawling with dozens upon dozens of millipedes. Where did they come from? I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever find out. The audience are laughing. The sound threatens to burst my eardrums. I have very narrow ear canals. Mom said it was a medical condition. It runs in the family. I can't deal with all of this. These disgusting, filthy, horrible creatures. I try to bat them away, brush them off. A few millipedes fall from my thighs. They land upside down on the wooden stage, their legs squirming pathetically in the air. Hundreds upon hundreds of legs. I step on them. They burst, leaking black insect fluid all over the wooden stage. The audience laughs harder. They're pounding their feet against the floor. The stage seems to shake. Why are they enjoying this so much? What did I do wrong? No matter how many millipedes I shake off my body, yet more spawn to replace them. They're endless. They continue to wriggle and writhe, covering every inch of my body. Between my toes, against my armpits, even inside my mouth. I choke, gag thousands of tiny legs, even thinner than pipe cleaners, try to prizz my lips open? Okay, I can feel them wriggling against my tongue. I'm going to throw up. I'm going to vomit millipedes all over the stage. Everybody's going to see. They're going to laugh. Everybody except her. We're talking about that Lynne with an E again? Yeah, there she is. That's the one. She won't laugh. She'll just watch and stare. She won't do anything to help me. Why should she? I've never tried to be nice to her. Why would she be nice to me? I can't keep upright. I fall to my knees, squashing several wiggling millipedes beneath me. There are more and more of them. They're not just crawling against my skin, over my brow, inside my bra. Instead, they're inside me. Inside my mouth, beneath my eyes, secreted secreted away inside my veins. I'm choking. I'm drowning. I'm dying. And everybody laughs. What the hell? Hey, Lynne, you finally woke up, and good God, you look awful. Okay. This went on a bit longer than I had intended. I guess we'll see how longer episodes do. I'm going to save it right here. I gotta say, at least that was quite a bit creepier than the first few episodes. I really want this game to throw me for a curveball. I have high hopes. And with the game saved, everything paused, I just want to thank you so much for being here with me. If you had fun on our adventure, subscribe, ting that little bell so we can go on more adventures and cause a ruckus together. Comment down below, say hi. I love hearing from you guys. I'll see you soon.